Morgan Good for fightfan.com.au at Australian Fighting Championships AFC2. With me, Nick Patterson, who just defeated James Fairman. First round knockout. There seems to be a lot of first round victories at AFC tonight. So firstly, congratulations on the win. Talk us through the fight. It was over pretty quickly. What was going on?
Oh, I came out and I was just a little bit, I always get I get dazed a bit. I walk out and I need to get hit once to pull the trigger. So just moving around, making sure I didn't get hit too hard, hands up. And then we just had it clenched up. I felt his power in his hands, felt his power in the clench. And then I started to turn it up a little bit, throw some strikes at different levels, look downtown, kick uptown, look uptown, hit the body and up. And it was with actually with a lead hand uppercut, which I've been working on. Instead of holding the hands here, I kind of catch the punches and hold it down low. And if they come in, just slip a little bit and then up. And I hit him with that, and it landed nicely, and he went down. And then I just followed up with lots of punches, and the referee stopped it. So it was good. So
when you hit him at that point, did you feel that you had the fight then?
Once I hit him, he dropped straight down. I knew I just have to turn it up. I've got a little moment just to keep hitting him, or depending on how tough he is, he might be able to weather the storm and then get back up and survive it. So, yeah, you have that little moment when they've been hit and hurt. You've got to just keep capitalising on it. Just keep punching, and that's where the fitness comes in. So my coach, Ed Bavlock, and all the boys at Kimmakai that have been pushing me hard, they've helped me to be fit enough to do that and to finish. Every time we do our training and our rounds, I've got to finish the round really strong. So I've been working on that, yeah.
All right, fantastic. So talk us through your history. I noticed that they mentioned your boxing experience. So talk us through sort of the past fights and where most of your experience has really come from.
Oh, I've always done martial arts as a kid, all different styles, but I never didn't start training properly until I trained with Ed Bavlock at Kimmakai. He's got an enthusiasm about fighting. He loves it, and it's rubbed off on me. So I've just followed that mantle. He's been like my, not to make it sound like I'm a sob story, but I don't have a father. I never met my father, and it's not an issue because I've never met him. But I kind of look at Ed, my coach, as that person I look up to as how to be a good man, because he is a good man. And I've just sort of followed his influence all the way through, and then now I do what he does for a job. I train fighters and do fitness training. So I have a Kimmakai MMA centre in Cranbourne. So yeah, and so now I'm surrounded by it all the time, and just training a lot with just good level guys, high level guys. Train with Team Quest boys. Brian Ebersol's regular at our centre. So yeah.
I was actually going to mention that I actually saw Brian Ebersol in your corner tonight. Yeah. So talk us through your affiliation or relationship with him.
Well, he's actually stayed with us for in our home. My wife's birthday recently. He was there with his girlfriend. We're very, very close friends. He helped me set up our MMA centre, which is a big centre. And when I bought it, it was just the centre was just grease all over the floor, like that thick. And he is the sort of guy, he's got such a good work ethic. He actually did the whole thing with me. Took all day and a half to do it. And it just shows that you see that in his fighting, the way he trains as well. He just doesn't stop. Keeps it on, keeps training, keeps pushing. And yeah, being around people like that, you know what you need to do to be the best you can be. That's all you can do is do your best. You can't do any better. You only regret the fights you lose when you don't perform your best. So that's why the training in the gym is very important.
So ultimately, what is going to be your best? What's your aspirations for MMA?
I just want to fight as much as I can, as much as my body will let me, on the best shows that I can fight on. That's it. And and fight opponents that are good, that test me. That way I know because fighting is a mental game. There's some great athletes that fight that don't have the heart muscle, and there's some guys that aren't great athletes that do. And I'd rather the guys that don't, that just have the heart. I think if you can be both, you can be a champion. That's what I'd like to be.
All right, fantastic. So, well, thank you very much for your time, and congratulations again on the win. So that's Morgan Good for fightfan.com.au.